But let me tell you, the story is not over. We've seen the heartbreak of Jules and Alicia, the early promise of romance between Nathan and Tennille, the solid commitment of Bill and Alex, and of course, the shocking conclusion to Davey and Flo's love story. Tonight, we'll find out what's happened since Paradise for those who made the journey to Fiji hoping to find love. Would you please welcome everybody back? Brittany! Davey! Brooke! Jules! Rachel! Vanessa Sunshine! Welcome back.
Thank you.
I didn't ask you to harmonise, but that was nice. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for coming back, guys. I hope you've had a pretty good summer. Brittany, it's so nice to see you again.
Oh,
you didn't.
I
know. Brittany, all of Australia fell in love with you. Was the person we saw the real Brittany?
Oh, absolutely. Chilled, like, I'm way more crazy than real life. I've seen a few trees here tonight.
I have to ask, you're pretty sad in Fiji. Do you still hold anything for Ivan?
Oh, I got away easy, so I'm all good.
How's your romantic life been since you've left Paradise?
I'm still so single. I'm working my way up to a date. They just haven't replied yet.
So, Shannon, let me come to you. The last time we saw you, Connor asked you to leave the rose ceremony with him, and it looked like the two of you, something was going to happen.
Yeah.
What did happen?
Well, nothing, to be honest. He didn't return my calls. He didn't really talk to me, which, you know, really hurt because I felt like I was, I was really invested. So, yeah.
Are you heartbroken?
I was, because I did leave Paradise with him and I did have high hopes. I don't fall for people very often, so it's a bit of a letdown, but that's all right.
Paddy.
Oh, chalet, lad.
Mate, I'm okay. Paddy, you copped a fair bit of flack over the aggressive way that you spoke to both Brooke and Alicia.
Yes, it was hard to watch back. I'm not going to lie, but it's also taught me a lot. I've never seen that side to me. I was a bit ashamed of myself, to be honest, but it is probably a blessing in disguise that I've seen that, because now I can work on it and now I can change that.
Yeah, thanks. Vanessa Sunshine.
Yes.
I have to ask you. I was so happy to see you in Paradise. You were so happy to be there until you walked in. There was really nothing there for you beyond the gates of Paradise?
No.
Now tell me, what's life been like since you left Paradise? Have you found love?
No, I haven't.
You're still single?
I've been single for a long, long time.
Why is that?
I don't want to... I'm going to get really upset. No, I'm really going to get upset.
Oh, okay.
People are like, oh, you just think you're up yourself or you're confident and things like that. But I think I'm just myself because I wasn't allowed to be myself when I was little. I came home to a dad who regretted my existence. It was never made a secret that I wasn't wanted. So I've been single for so long because when it comes to a man, my standard is so high because I could never... Yeah, pretty much I'm single because I'm not willing to settle and compromise.
Vanessa, don't be sorry. Thank you so much for being so honest honest with us. I'm so sorry that you went through that, but you've got to know that the woman that I met when I very first met you is a strong and powerful woman who knows exactly what she wants and will not compromise, so you have become what it is that you wanted to become. And I'm so grateful you're here and that you shared that. Thank you very much. Brooke, I know I speak for the nation when I say that our hearts broke with yours when Alex chose Bill over you. That must have been awful for you.
Yeah, I can't deny that I wasn't upset that she chose Bill.
The kiss that you shared got all of Australia talking. Yeah. It was just wonderful to see that on primetime television, and you were a part of it.
Which I'm super proud to be a part of it. Like, it brings such warmth to me because I have always known that I have been different in a way that I do form relationships with women and men on the same level. There is no difference. And I feel like I shouldn't be discriminated, or I shouldn't be like, you know, there shouldn't be this like shame about it at all. And I was actually so proud that I really formed a strong connection with Alex. I got to spend this intimate moment with her, and that was shared with Australia. And I think, like, everyone should be proud of that. Like, it shouldn't be such a big thing. But, you know, in time, it won't be.
But you're a little happier right now in your love life. Can you tell me what's going on?
Yes, I am in a relationship. Oh, wait. It actually makes me so emotional because I'd never wanted to compromise what I deserved. And I'm in love, and like disgustingly in love, like, you know, but he is the most beautiful man, and he's probably the 1% of dudes that you will never ever meet in your life. So.
And I believe he's here with us tonight?
Yes.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, he's,
Oh, and he's crying with you. Well, there's one Paradise participant who always throws herself wholeheartedly into proceedings without reservation. This wasn't her first time with us, I think it's fair to say. She was a bit surprised to find out who else was on the island this time around. Let's have a look.
What the When I saw Richie, like, I couldn't even breathe. He is the one that got away.
My Bachelor.
Rach, you've got unfinished business.
This isn't a question, I just thought of it then. Why did you send me home?
This could be myself and Richie's second chance.
It's very flirty with Cass, like right in front of me. I feel like I'm bloody getting pregnant watching this.
Are you okay? This is not over. Game on. Richie could be the guy for me.
I want to figure out if Cass and I can work outside of here.
Hearing that Richie's basically done with me,
Cass.
my heart completely shattered. He's like crushed me.
Rachel, watching you leave that rose ceremony, you were legitimately upset.
Yeah, I guess because last year I felt that people were a lot more serious about being in like an actual committed relationship outside of Paradise. There wasn't so many games that were being played, and
Who was playing games?
Yvonne.
okay, Nathan, fine. Nathan.
Was playing rose games.
Yeah. I second that.
Yes. Yeah. Zoe?
I stirred that.
I like Nathan because he gave me me a rose, but let's be real.
So, Rachel,
Yeah.
you're saying that Nathan was playing rose games with you?
Yeah. You literally hear him talking to Zoe saying he wasn't really interested in me. He basically used me to get a rose to continue to the next person that he was going to use, which was Zoe.
It's all right, babe. Karma's a bitch. You did it to me too.
Nathan wanted to get as far as long as possible
For what end?
to the end.
Why?
Because he got paid every day.
I'm gonna
You
make
get more Instagram followers if
Really?
you make it to the end.
Oh, really?
Well, we all know that, yeah.
You were clearly in paradise for the right reasons.
Yeah.
How did it feel to discover that?
I didn't know that until I watched it. I was like shocked.
Have you had a chance to talk to him about it?
No?
Would you like to have an opportunity to talk to Nathan about this?
All right, yeah. Bring it.
Excellent. We'll bring Nathan out right after the break.
My ears were burning. Hey, Ray.
Hi. Nathan, you turned to me and said, I never liked any of the girls that I was with in Paradise. But shit, that hurt.
Paradise is a real place. It's not like a theme park, mate.
You say you don't have a finger in a lot of pies, but, I mean, that's like the whole pie shop, right?
Don't be nasty. That's nasty.
Just give us 2 seconds.
Are you guys together or not?
Then, Alicia lays down the law to Jules one last time.
I was in love with you. I need some sort of line that's going to let me get past this.
And
This is my life, and if I'm going to be selfish, this is now.
Davey shocks everyone with a massive revelation.
That girl is my future, and she will be the mother of my kids.
Nathan and I are just so similar. Obviously attracted to the guy, he's gorgeous.
I'll be honest, I was pretty stoked that you were showing a bit of interest in me. You've obviously got amazing presence about you. You're beautiful. Everything is just clear and it's just in the one direction. I'm gonna spend the rest of my time here getting to know Tennille and making sure we can build the strongest connection we possibly can.
He didn't kiss me all day yesterday until the cameras were on. It just makes me feel shit because I feel like I'd get to the end of this, I think, walk away from here, never hear from him again. That's the kind of vibe he puts off to me. I do like Nathan, but my gut's telling me that he's almost putting on a performance. Are there any, concerns you have? Or... Well, my concern is that once this is all finished, is he going to just, ghost me?
I'm trying to be as genuine as I possibly can.
Yeah.
I genuinely do like you, and I really want to continue building this connection and hopefully turn it into a long-term commitment. I'm speaking the truth.
It's a massive relief. It makes the future a little bit more exciting.
This ring signifies how truly dedicated and serious I am about creating a future with you after Paradise.
Yeah, I really do have hope.
They certainly looked loved up when they left Paradise. Let's find out how they're going. Please welcome Nathan and Tennille!
How are you?
I'm good, good. Please have a seat. Welcome back.
Hey guys. Hey Rach.
Hi.
Hiya. My ears were burning. Obviously I thought we were coming out to talk about Tennille, but I guess we'd address that first, right?
That has a name.
What just happened? I did genuinely want to get to know you, Rach, and basically you shut me down for being 23 straight away. After that, you tried to make a connection with Bill. That didn't work out. Then you went to Richie a few times. You jumped around a bunch between guys. And, you say you don't have a finger in a lot of pies, but, I mean, that's like the whole pie shop, right? you did.
Hang on a minute.
I'm just saying, just give us
Hey,
2
Nathan.
seconds.
Don't be nasty. You don't need to be nasty to her.
I'm not trying to be nasty, but it did feel like, and if you're telling me that I was playing rose games, in my opinion, it felt like you were doing the same.
But you admitted it to Zoe on national... Like, that was the first time I'd seen you. You'd actually said to Zoe, I didn't like Rachel. Yeah, I used her for the rose. You actually said it on TV.
I never said that I'm purely using you for a rose.
Yeah, you did.
That's ridiculous. I'm sorry. I would have walked off that show, like, happily if I just didn't get a rose for no reason. Like, you know, if I didn't make a genuine connection.
I don't know if other people feel that way.
That's definitely not what I was doing.
So, Nathan, when I saw you in Byron Bay last week, I don't know if you, like, forgot the audience that was there, because I was there with my group of girlfriends. And you turned to me and said, I never liked any of the girls that I was with in Paradise. And I looked at you and I said, excuse me? And you were like, no, no, no. And I said, no, 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 I like it because it's the first time you've been honest with me. But shit, that hurt. That hit me square in the face in front of all of my friends. And all I could think of then was, poor Tennille.
Did you say that in Byron Bay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it came with... Yeah, can I?
So you said that?
Yes.
Okay. So, hey, if you said that, when it comes to you and Tennille, when
hello.
Sorry, yeah.
Hey,
I'm here.
when it comes to you and Tennille, when we saw you leave Paradise, it was a very different energy to the energy that's happening right now. What's going on?
I mean, the name says it itself, right? Paradise. Like, it's very fairy tale. Coming back into the real world with real life problems, trying to fit someone that you've only just met into your life, it definitely, it's not an easy thing to do. It is hard. And I guess that's where the problem started.
Tennille, something tells me you have a different point of view about that.
I don't even know what that just was. To be honest. Like...
Are you guys together or not?
No. Sorry, was that wrong?
No, but like, yeah, no. We're not.
What actually happened between the two of you when you got back to Australia?
Obviously Nathan went back to Sydney, I went home to Brisbane, and we spoke for a week. He was sending me bloody XX text messages at the end and kiss emojis, miss you, can't wait to see you, invited me to Byron. Within 24 hours, I was told I was seen as a friend. Oh. And it was just such a difference to me from Paradise, to the affection that I was shown there, to the things that were said in a commitment ceremony. It was shocking, it was confusing, it was upsetting. Yeah. I felt foolish.
What do you mean?
Because I feel like I had the red flags and I kept telling myself, and I asked him, like, I don't think you like me, and I just kept saying it to myself, and he just kept telling me what I wanted to hear, I guess, and it wasn't even the fact that he, didn't like me or anything, it was just like afterwards. And then, it's been 5 months or so, and the first time I sort of heard him reach out to me was 2 weeks before the show aired, saying it was important that we be friends. Like...
You know it wasn't like that.
That's how it felt.
I never actually, meant for that to happen. I didn't, like, obviously, we were going so well, but it just, when it was back in my life and around all of my things, and I was... back in the real world, and that's just how it felt.
Mate, it's not like Fiji is a magical made-up place.
Yeah.
It's a real place.
Paradise is.
Paradise is a real place.
Oh, yeah.
It's a real place with real people.
Plastic.
Nathan, they're real people with real emotions who really show up to really fall in love. It's not like a theme park, mate.
Yeah.
If that's the case... If you felt that way, then what was happening in Fiji when you were saying all those romantic things to Tennille and putting a ring on her finger?
There's no way in hell that I can say that I didn't have any feelings for Tennille. Like but I just didn't actually fully make that connection, which I thought I had.
How do you feel right now hearing him talk about what it was like in Fiji and then what it was like back home?
Yeah. I don't know what to say. Like, that's probably the most honest I've heard him been. It's been like 6 months. I feel like if he can recognise it now, then maybe he could have recognised it back then. And maybe he did. But maybe there were other things on his mind that he was actually wanting to pursue, not me, but other things. Whether it's publicity, whether it's the money, whether it was the holiday. Like these girls have said, they felt like they were just the stepping stone and a rose to get further along. It just felt like, yeah, it was a stepping stone to get him to somewhere else, and he just felt quite used. Like, I felt quite used.
Yeah. Yvonne, after everything you've seen tonight, how does it feel to see how things ended up between Nathan and Tennille?
I mean, it does hurt me like a little bit, because as much as I was like looking back now and I was like way over the top and like smothering her and I was, you know, ridiculous, on the other hand, I know that I would have moved heaven and earth for Tennille. And yeah, I mean that, Tennille. And
would you like to come down and talk about it?
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, then. Let me get another chair down here. We'll get Yvonne up here right after the break. We are just getting started on Bachelor in Paradise, the tell-all reunion. Everybody's here. We've heard from Nathan. We've heard from Tennille. We heard about how their relationship ended, but certainly at the beginning of their relationship, I know we're a little concerned about Yvonne's presence in Paradise. We're going to hear from Yvonne in just a moment, but it's important to say that for many viewers and for many of our Paradise participants, they were a bit alarmed by Yvonne's behaviour. Let's take a look.
Why did this go? Yvonne is literally going to kill Tennille with how much he's been smothering her.
Sun's in your eyes, baby. Go look to your left. Sun's in your eyes. Quick.
It's fine. Things with him have just moved so fast-paced, it's just making my head spin. Right now, it's yeah, too much.
Let's get it. Let's go. Come on.
Yvonne is being very possessive over Tennille.
He doesn't give a shit.
He doesn't really like her talking to the other guys.
come with me.
Where are we going? Bye.
Yeah, it's all right. Yvonne's behaviour is like he's just out of control.
We're just sitting at the bar.
No, I'm uncomfortable when you're doing tracing, when she was tracing on your back.
Right, exactly. I saw that and I was like, it's a little scary. Come on, man, don't think you have to worry about me. He's a big guy. He's very intimidating, and I think he's putting a lot of people in discomfort.
Like, obviously, like, she's cool, man. I'd love to get to know her.
Are you kidding me?
Dude, I would've...
Mate, what the
Shady as he didn't give two. Why the you taking my girl away with? Oh, dude. I saw the same.
Yvonne.
Yeah.
We saw you being obsessive. We saw you being possessive. You threatened others. You isolated Tennille. You ignored Tennille when she tried to set boundaries. Do you regret that?
Yeah, I regret everything. It's shit because I wanted the exact opposite for Tennille, and yeah, I just lost myself in all the emotion because like, I felt so hard and fast that obviously you got like people can't really explain how someone can feel so much so quickly, but I did, and it just came out in like the worst possible way. I'm so ashamed, I'm so embarrassed, and I really try to be like the positive light, and everywhere I go I'm just like, you know, I try to put a smile on people's faces, and when I've done the exact opposite, And, you know, messages keep coming in and just get like caught like a monster and just stuff that I don't think I am as a person. I try really hard to be like a light and someone who just, you know, spreads happiness, and just getting that sort of image and seeing myself back, it really hurt.
Do you understand why that kind of behaviour just is unacceptable?
Yeah. But maybe I did need to see it on screen to realise how I was acting, and because I did actually see a future with Tennille, and I just wanted to like protect that at like all costs, and just came out in the worst way. And I just want to apologise to Tennille. I genuinely do want you to be happy, and at the time I was just thinking about myself and not about you. And I realised when I got out that I did that, and that I hated myself, because I do care about you a lot, and I still care about you now.
Tennille, how do you feel hearing Yvonne describe the situation?
Like, it's a hard one for me because I know he genuinely cares about me, and like that's the difference here. But he has made such an effort over the past 6 months to, you know, even when the show's been airing, how are you? Are you okay? Just little questions like that. Wished me a happy birthday. Just there, and he's around, and he actually does genuinely care. But at the same time, I cannot condone the behaviour just because he is a nice and genuine person. Like, it's not okay. But hearing what he's saying, again, I feel he's genuine in that he is watching that and he is really regretting it. He's distraught over it. He knows he really messed up.
Yvonne, what have you learned from this?
I guess if I can help other men as well realise that some behaviour is not okay, and that's probably normalised in society. Yeah, just I guess for men to be more aware of their actions and stuff, because yeah, sometimes we don't know what we're doing or what we're saying, and you know, we don't get pulled up on it sometimes, or people don't see it. And the only reason I probably saw it is because it's on national TV. And yeah, unfortunately, you know, some people don't learn from their mistakes, and I've learnt mine from the whole nation, or fortunately.
Yvonne, I'm real grateful that you came out here tonight. Nathan, Tennille, thank you so much for joining us. We're back with more Bachelor in Paradise Tell-All right after this. Have you seen Tennille since Paradise?
I've bumped into her in Byron. Alicia, you were there. I didn't want to ghost you, never speak to you again, or have things end bitter.
I was in love with you, and I need some sort of line that's going to let me get past this. I'm just so keen for a kiss.
Holy shit, this chick.
What?
Oh, yeah, kiss flow, yeah, woohoo! I broke the curve.
Can't wait to go tell everyone. I'm so excited.
It's a once-in-a-lifetime chance.
That was unexpected.
Oh, there was definitely love in the air in Paradise. And then there was Zoe and Mac. Now, there's no doubt our next guest was in demand in Paradise. She went on more dates than anybody else, but she only had eyes for one man. And as we saw earlier, that did not end well. Would you please welcome Alicia? Welcome.
Thank you.
Before we talk about where you are and what you're up to, let's look back at one of the most heartfelt and ultimately heartbreaking romances that Paradise has ever seen.
Hey, my name's Jules. I don't think I've ever looked that cool in my life.
From the moment that Jules walked into Paradise, he has just non-stop made me laugh.
Stop it, I swear to God.
This was what I was looking for when I came into Paradise.
Where are we going?
You gotta get it. Come on, you gotta get it.
Oh, I love this. I'm like super, super, super happy. I feel like I just don't have that like hot element, you know?
What do you mean?
Like she's really hot.
I feel something could be there with Tennille.
The moment I met Jules, I was like, I'm gonna fall in love with this guy. And he has, through everything, through this experience, really taken that away.
Jules, you're a bloody idiot. Alicia is incredible.
Honestly, I'm totally cautious with Jules. I just don't want to get my heart broken. If you're not able to say something more substantial than I'm your mate, I'm leaving tonight. This sucks. I really like him. Like so much.
You were sitting here watching us play that little piece of video and you're crying.
Trying not to.
You really fell for him, didn't you?
Didn't I just? Didn't I just?
So what did it feel like when it ended?
I think I had just that feeling in the pit of my stomach. I think as women, you always, and smart women at that, you always sort of know when the time to call it is or when the time it has been called. And yeah, and it's not great.
Where are you and Jules right now?
I wish I could tell you that it ended in Paradise and I was all like strong woman Beyonce about it, but I wasn't. We've been in each other's lives. I talk to Jules every day. I have seen Jules outside of Paradise and I have not let go. And that's because, one, that hope remains. I thought without the pressure of the cameras, with some of his behaviour outside of Paradise, Jules has a habit of sort of dangling the carrot with me. Just giving me just enough to sort of keep me in it. I thought, ooh, I don't know, maybe there's a glimmer. But tonight's my night for closure. I think, yep, it's done. Tonight's the night.
I've seen you be this resolute before.
Oh, haven't we just? But also haven't all women? Come on, like we've all been in this circumstance where someone just captures your heart and it's like so hard to let go. But you have to for yourself.
Yeah. I think I might need to hear from you, Jules. Would you like to come down and have a chat? Come on down. Have a seat, mate. Have a seat.
Oh, Jesus.
Now, the moment you sit down, you put your arm around her. Is this the kind of carrot we're talking about? Is it this kind of small physicalities that we're talking about?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, get it. Yeah.
See, now I don't know what's okay or not. I feel comfortable doing this with you, but I apologise if that sends the wrong message.
Come on, like it's not about that. It's not about that. It's about sending me songs called Something About Us that say like, I need you in my life. I want you more than anything in my life. It's that small manipulation. It's you reflecting on our time in Paradise and saying, how wonderful is it that we have these memories for our children and our grandchildren? How special is this time? You just don't, like, can you not understand how that gives me, like...
Do you understand what she's trying to tell you, Jules?
Yes and no. Like,
Okay, so-
I'm processing. Like, it's what I will say is I think it's fair that anyone that goes through something like this will say, we're going to look back in 20 years and go, that was truly something unique. But I can recognise and educate myself that, like, associating, like.
Oh, when you do that, and when you kiss me in Byron Bay, and when you sleep over at my house, and you know we're back there, and then we're together, and you tell me it's a comfort thing. Like,
Jules, there was a moment, that clear moment in Paradise where your focus shifted and you started looking for Tennille. Have you seen Tennille since Paradise?
Yes. I've bumped into her in Byron. Alicia, you were there.
Now, is this... Now, bear in mind, Jules, I'm 45, so I may not be down with the lingo.
It's Byron, it's like next Netflix and chill.
But what does bumped into in Byron mean?
So I was in Byron Bay before New Year's Eve. Tennille was like, hey, I'm coming down. I'm like, sweet, come down. Let's see each other. Nathan's here. Okay, cool. Alicia then lands in Brisbane and was like, hey, can I come to Byron? I'm like, yeah, let's all jump in. We all hung out, the four of us.
Sounds like the new dog park, Osh.
For me, that is a part of wanting to keep in touch.
Part of your experience.
Keep in touch with the friendships that I've formed within that crazy environment. Like how you and I ended in Paradise, I didn't want to ghost you, never speak to you again, or have things end bitter. So I wanted to, how I thought best, to keep in touch with you. There are times where...
Keep in touch you did, mate.
Now, I'm confused because what's the perfect amount? Would you rather nothing and give you nothing and not see you again and not see you in Sydney and, not come to your house, or
I'd like you to not bump into me in Byron, mate, as we say. I need some sort of sign and some sort of closure because I was in love with you and I need something. I need some sort of line that's going to let me get past this.
Did you know she was in love with you, Jules?
No.
Really? I feel like...
It's the first time it's been verbalised. It's the first time that you would have told me that or even alluded to it. Yeah, you might have alluded to it with what we were feeling, but until you actually said, hey, if you don't tell me, how was I supposed to know?
Yeah, I know. But you know what? This is the time that like, sometimes you just got to do something about it, right? Sometimes you've just got to be like, okay, this is a cycle. It's going to continue. And actually, I'm the only person that can change this. So I'm going to change it. And this is my night for closure. It doesn't mean that you're not going to be in my life. You're going to be in my life as, like, a fun girlfriend.
Jules, Alicia, I'm so grateful that you came here tonight. This might not have worked out between you guys, but there was a lot of romance in Paradise. This time, unfortunately, not a lot of that romance continued outside of Paradise. Let's hope there's at least one happy ending left to talk about. We'll find out what happened with Alex and Bill in just a moment.
You just stop being so cute.
Coming into this, Brooke was my #1 person I wanted to meet. I just was gunning for Brooke. But then I kind of had Bill and the attraction and the chemistry there as well.
I want to explore with just you. Like, out of everyone in this whole place, it's you.
Is there someone special, like, wondering where you are?
I'm not sure.
There was some white lies by Bill.
You begged her to stay with you.
Yeah.
And you were ready for consent.
Bullshit. That's a load of shit.
Why would she say that?
Because she's a salty bitch. That's who she is. She's a conniving piece of shit.
He did. He fed me crap. And I knew he was feeding me crap, but he was petrified.
Someone is making up stuff and making you look like a idiot.
He was scared of losing me and he was scared of making a mistake. And I knew that that's what it was.
Really appreciate and value what we have together. Yeah, I can definitely see myself falling in love with you.
I met someone that I feel is worthy fighting for, even if he makes mistakes. And I think that's what makes me realise that I am in love with him.
Alex, I love you.
Well, I love this man.
I love this woman, and it's a deeper kind of love than I've ever felt before.
Really?
So excited to take our relationship out of paradise and into the real world and just start doing the little things together, you know, walking his dog.
Well, they certainly left paradise as a happy couple. Let's find out how things are going. However, this might give it away. Please welcome Just Alex.
All by myself.
Oh, look, I can't... Alex, Bill chose not to come here tonight.
Yeah.
But everyone else has got to come out here and sit next to the person that they, were in a couple with in paradise. I can't have you sitting here by yourself. So let's bring someone out to keep you company. Come on in!
At least he's quiet.
I think there's one in the dog park now.
Oh, that dog park, I tell you. After everything that you went through in paradise, you and Bill were the happiest couple.
We were.
Out of everyone. But you're here, like, essentially...
With Cardboard Bill.
With Cardboard Bill. But you're here on your own.
Yes.
What happened?
You know, I find it really hard to talk about him when he's not here. I wish he was here so we could go through this together. You know, Bill and I actually blossomed into a really special relationship, and I genuinely felt that in there. And in that moment, I definitely felt I fell in love with him. And then, you know, we came back from paradise and, you know, it was good for 3 weeks. And then he told me that he didn't love me and that I suppose we couldn't be together. And that he thinks it was the environment that made him fall in love with me, I suppose.
That must have hurt.
Yeah, it was hard because, you know, we came back and everything was amazing, and then all of a sudden I felt like it was flipped on its head. You know, he told me he didn't feel that he actually loved me, and he just became really distant. And I suppose the Bill I knew in paradise wasn't the Bill I knew outside of paradise.
Was it just the two of you? Was anything else? Was anybody else involved?
I don't want to speak about him when he's not here to defend himself. I feel like that's wrong. I feel like he deserves that opportunity to use his voice. And yeah, I don't want to go into anything when he's not here to defend himself. I keep pointing to the cardboard.
Well,
very ridiculous.
We asked him to be here, and he chose not to be here. I'm grateful that you made it here tonight. I'm grateful you were able to talk us through what happened between you and Bill. Well, what's next for you?
I'm just going to do me, I think. Single Alex, just chill out.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm like a bit of a serial dater, so I think I'm going to stop doing that and just do me.
Got it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being here. Still to come on Bachelor in Paradise Tell All. We'll begin to explore what went wrong between Davey and Flo.
I was very confused why he would try to commit to me if he already found someone that he really liked.
Because we could still have a friendship after it.
But you never spoke to me again.
This is now.
But
And
you
I've
just
put
said
everything
that we
apart.
could be friends.
I've never felt like so confused in my life, and I'm sorry if I hurt you on the way.
You're not the first one, and probably not the last one.
To bring up, I'm just going to squash the beef now. That girl is my future, and she will be the mother of my kids.
The main reason why I gave Paradise a second chance is because I was determined to find love in here. The date with Bill went really well. We spent 2 amazing days together. Is there someone special gonna wait up?
I'm not sure. I think everyone will be waiting up for me. I'm popular.
But then that all went to shit.
You're so malicious that you wanted to make bullshit up to try and get in the way because I didn't give you a rose.
Are you for real?
You're unbelievable.
Imagine that I stayed over and now you're doing this. Imagine that I did it. You're disgusting. You're a disgusting piece of shit, Bill. You actually are.
What a
Yep, that escalated quickly. A magnificent 2-day date outside of Paradise turned quite sour the moment that Flo and Bill walked through the gates. Would you please welcome into the studio, Florence! Come this side.
I'm scared.
What are you scared of, Flo?
I don't know.
What are you worried about?
I don't know, I'm just shaky and nervous.
Why?
I don't know. Just, it was hectic.
What was hectic?
Everything.
You certainly had a rocky start to Paradise.
Yeah.
How did you feel watching the show go to air? And particularly, how did you feel seeing Bill speak about you like that?
Yeah, that was really hard. Obviously, I was there in a moment as well, so I remembered vividly what it was like to be spoken to like that. And the reason why I got so upset is because he was ice cold when he said it. Like, to have someone standing in front of you on your first day in Paradise telling you that you're making up lies, whereas I don't think a girl would make up that a guy is trying to sleep with her, especially when you actually didn't. Like, if I want to cause drama, I would make up something more interesting and something less embarrassing for me because, I mean, it's not something to be proud of. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have much to say about Bill. I think I've said it all. It was bleeped, but I said it all.
You did get there and you were quite disappointed that Davey had already left.
Yeah, of course. Like, that was my one reason to come back to Paradise.
But then, wearing a fantastic matching pyjama top, Davey rolled back into Paradise.
Yeah, he did.
It looked like everything was finally going great when Davey returned. Let's have a look at how the Flo and Davey love story unfolded and then unravelled.
I was really, really, really hoping that Davey would be there. If disappointment was a person, it would look like me. I come back from my date with Daniel and... It's Davey Lloyd! Finally getting some time with Davey Lloyd.
We've had this thing going for ages, and now it's here. It's kind of like so confronting.
He's been acting like a little scared boy, and I'm wondering, are we on the same page, relationship-wise?
So I talked to Flo, and she's like, we're not, how do I put this, affectionate in the bedroom type of way.
My mind races 1,000 miles an hour. So my sex drive's gone, but I can't.
Davey,
yeah.
Stop overthinking and just do it.
I'm all in because I want to fight for Flo.
Even though my heart feels so strongly for you, my intuition tells me that right now for us, it just doesn't feel right to commit to a relationship because I'm just not sure.
Come in. I put my love on the line for Flo.
I'm so sorry.
What? Having that ring and not being able to give it to her was devastating.
Gotta be honest, Flo, none of us saw that coming.
I felt like I was breaking my own heart again, but I had my reasons why I did that, obviously. And the main reason was my intuition was telling me that I just had a feeling that Davey wasn't too sure. And then he decided to just go for it, which I obviously wanted. I don't know how to word this. I was worried that it was an impulsive move because he's been quite, like, unsure throughout Paradise. And then on the last day, he was like, yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm just going to do this. I'm going to do this. That's how it came across to me.
Right.
And even after I left Paradise, people have told me that he was already seeing someone before coming to Paradise. So I was very confused why he would try to commit to me if he already found someone that he really liked. And I feel like, yeah.
I kind of want to hear what was going on with Davey. David, would you be able to come down and join us, please, mate? Come on down. Davey, in that moment there, after the commitment ceremony, standing by yourself, I've never seen you look so sad, and I've only ever seen you look happy.
It wasn't easy at all, the whole situation. Yeah, I did feel emotions pretty bad. Like, it was, like, the whole thing was crazy. Like, the whole emotions, I've never felt, like, so confused in my life. And Flo saw it. She did everything right, but it was how I acted, and I was confused about, you have the pressure of all Australia wants you to be with a girl, but you've been with her for a month. But I went home and I lived my life not thinking I was going to come back. So I had all worlds on me, and I didn't know how to take it. And for once in my life, I was a pussy about it. I don't know. I was looking for everything that I've ever wanted, and I found that. And I was also, I don't know. It was tough. But I can't to bring up. I'm just going to squash the beef now. You're saying I was seeing someone. I'm sorry to point out, George, but I'm dating her. I had a connection with Georgia when I was here. I did have feelings for Georgia, massively. The one thing I was looking for was that instant attraction with someone and infatuation, and I had that. And I do believe it was definitely love at first sight, and I was tainted going on the show, and I guess, but I didn't know what to do.
So when we saw you having that enormous emotional reaction, was that disappointment, heartbreak, or was it relief?
It was confusion. Because, you know, I had to make a decision in there as well, but it was also because we could still have a friendship after it. And that was the relief as well, is because...
But you never spoke to me again.
Because when I came home, I put that whole side away from me and I hung out with Georgia again.
Yeah.
But how can that...
Davey, with that, I was there to pick up the pieces with Flo when she got back, heartbroken.
She's done it to me before, so I said, this is my life, and if I'm going to be selfish, this is now.
But
and
you
I
just
put
said
everything
that
apart.
we could be friends, so...
Yeah, but this is the thing, because then I didn't want my girlfriend at the time. This is my life. I go home and I want to be happy.
I understand that, but then just say that and don't say, like, we could go back to friends.
That girl is my future, and she will be the mother of my kids. I'm sorry to say.
But I'm not trying to argue that
I know, but I'm just
all.
trying to say, but if I was selfish to the fact where I had to choose her over having a friendship, and I'm sorry that I might not have done the right way.
But I'm also not arguing the friendship. I'm just calling out on that you said that we went back to being friends, which we never did.
Okay. I'm happy how it turned out, and I'm sorry if I hurt you on the way.
Well, you definitely did, but it's fine. Like, you're not the first one, and probably not the last one, so I'll live.
What would you have done differently in Paradise?
Nothing. No, we needed this. It's good.
Like, close a chapter.
Yeah.
It wasn't, I mean, in hindsight, the fairy tale would have been amazing, but it just wasn't meant to be. And that's we can now close it. And it wasn't the best ending and the way it happened, but I mean, it's experience now and we can just leave it in the past.
This is so strange because this season of Bachelor in Paradise has given us no couples that still continue. Yet, I feel so great for everyone tonight that you've all found such a full stop at the end of a moment in your life.
Yeah.
Do you feel that way, Flo?
Yeah, I'm never returning to the show again.
I'm done.
Thank you so much, Flo. Thank you so much, Davey. I guess the whole point of Bachelor in Paradise is for our favourites from the Bachelor universe to have that second chance at love. And while that love doesn't seem to have happened for everyone, look, there's always next summer, OK? We will see you later in the year when we meet our new Bachelor, Matt, on his journey to find love on The Bachelor, and, of course, Angie as she searches for the man of her dreams on The Bachelorette. Speaking of dreams, I've never really said this one out loud, but I've always had a dream that the perfect way to leave a reality dating TV show tell-all on a beautiful big high would be by exiting the studio via conga line. Thank you so much for joining us. Good night, Australia.
Well, YouTube, if you can't get enough Bachelor content, then you need to see more highlights. You'll find them right here. And you can also subscribe to this channel by clicking below.